Welcome back to What's Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a KV-220-2. It's a Tier 5 Soviet premium heavy tank, and it's located on the south spawn of Live Oaks under the command of UKSkaface. Well, this tank is a bit of an anomaly. It's very similar to the KV-1, but the engineers put 100mm of armour on it, which basically makes it the same type of hull as a KV-3, a Tier 7 hull. But they were going to put the 85mm gun in the turret ring, but they didn't have any in stock, so what they did instead, they slapped a KV-1 turret on it, a standard KV-1 with a 76mm gun, and sent that out into battle. Well, if you've ever come across a KV-220-2, you'll know that it's virtually impossible for a Tier 5 tank to get a penetration on it, unless they use APCR. But you can penetrate the turret if you aim at that. Now, the other vehicle that can actually take down the KV-220-2 is Arty. The reason for that is the top armour is not very thick, and so even if you can't penetrate the sides of the thing or the front, if you've got an Arty, yes, you can take them out. In fact, that's the way that I used to take them out, and if I saw a KV-220-2, I would penetrate that one and hit that one as a priority to avoid him taking out all of my teammates. It's still very tough from the front, and the standard weak point is that driver's port and the machine gun, so that's what you need to aim for. But we're making our way into the town now, so we'll see where the enemy is in a second. There's one turned up on the railway line, but we've got a platoon mate with us, and he's just ahead of us in a P43. Okay, we've got a T1 heavy and an OI experimental. Oh, and there's the enemy KV-220-2. So this is going to be fun, because we're about to engage a similar tank with heavy armour. Okay, he's come to the corner, and it looks like he's going to try and side scrape off to bounce any shells fired in his direction. Oh, there's an OI experimental. Now this has got very thick armour, but you need to wait for the boobies if you can get it in through the side, because the side is weak, and that OI experimental, he's side on to most of our teammates, so he's getting hit the sides where it's easy to penetrate him. He's looking in our direction though, and he's bounced one off us. We're trying to go for the lower plate. That's not the best place to hit him. And he's not angled at the moment because he poked round the corner. Fires one at the boobies and gets penned this time. But the OI experimental is taken down. There's the KV-220-2, and he puts one into the turret. It's the correct place to aim. And no, he's pulled around the corner, and we took a tracking shot from Matilda. We're going to pull back behind the corner and try and engage the heavy tanks to our right. There's a T1 heavy. Oh, we can easily penetrate that with standard ammo, but we're loading APCR at the moment. We switch back to AP. This will work. Oh, didn't get through that time. But that one did. And he's dead. Now the KV-220's got virtually no hit points left. Oh, and he's been killed. So we only have to engage the remaining enemy tanks. And there's a Matilda Black Prince just round the corner. Here he is. One into his tracks. 105. We're bouncing rounds from him. Oh, that one did penetrate. He went for the weak spots, I think. We need to keep moving. And I think he's going to be a one shot, and he's out. He's gone. P43 comes up alongside. We're able to shoot into his side. Kill shot. Yes. KV-1. Now this is going to be difficult. Much more armour on this thing. Go for the sides. Yep, that one went through. But he's turned face onto us now and pulled back, so that shot was wasted. But you can take KV-1s down with a 76mm gun. All you need to do is aim for the weak spots. You know, the driver's ports and the machine gun port, and that tends to work. come around the corner. There he is. He's waiting for us. Oh, that's an enemy Arty shell coming in. I think that was the Bishop, because the blast of the the SU-122A is a lot bigger. I'm trying to side scrape on with KV-1. Got one in to track him. Go for the turret. Yes, in fact, he got the turret ring. 112. He's pushing forward. I think he's going to try and face hug him and put shells into his weak spots. 2 shells in. And another. And another. Keep it going. And he's killed him. He blocked a huge amount of damage from that KV-1. 640 hit points. I think he's probably on the course to get a steel wall. It certainly looks like it. Well, there's only 4 enemies remaining. T-67, Archer, a Bishop, and an SU-122A. Now, probably the most deadly of those is the T-67 because he's fast, he's got a good 76mm gun, very light armour, but he can put damage into a KV-220-2. In fact, he can probably one of the few tanks that can actually penetrate it with standard ammo or even APCRs. So we need to find him if we can. And I expect he's somewhere to the south because he was last seen near the buildings to our right. So I reckon he's off in those trees next door to them, trying to spot us as we move towards their cap. There he is. Yeah, he is in the trees. There you go. Missed on that shot. Ah, he got that one. And it's a high roll. Got another. No, just over the top. But one of our teammates got a hit. No, just behind him. Okay, we're going to have to proceed forward. That T-67 is so low on hit points now. I think he's run off to hide. Well, we've got a major advantage on the enemy. There's only 4 of them left. Oh, that was an Arty round. And again, I think that's the Bishop. But that T-67 is still a problem. You can shoot through that gap. No, missed it. And it sneakily pokes around the corner, fires a round into us. And, okay. And the T-67's killed. Kill goes to the Churchill 3. There's the Archer. Got to get a shot. Can we get down on target? Fires one in. Gets a hit. Oh, and the Bishop announces his presence by firing a round into us and takes us out of the game. So we lose our steel wall. But I think the enemy is now at a grave disadvantage. There's the Bishop. We know where he is. There's just that Archer and then the SU-122 left to kill. Well, they've killed the Bishop. In fact, it was our Fifi who got the kill on the Bishop. The Archer's been spotted. He's moving. And he's just killed our T-67 as well. Here comes the Churchill. Should be fairly easy for him to get a kit. He's got a decent gun with a good fire rate. There's the Archer. Kills him with one shot. SU-122A got him. In fact, actually, it was our Archer who got the kill on the SU-122A. So, end of game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tanker for UKSkaface in the KV-220-2. In fact, it's his first ace tanker in this tank. He also picked up a sharpshooter, 5 for effect, a master gunner, and a bruiser medal out of the minor medals. And he picked up the high caliber. So he was not only on course for getting that steel wall, but also the high caliber at the same time. And the win rate for that game was 5,082. Let's have a look at team score. Top of the table with 1,975 hit points of damage in that game. The next high score was the Archer 1383, and after that came the SU-85 on the enemy team with 729. When it came to kills, it was actually the Archer who did the best. He got 4 kills, then came Arty with 3, and then came UKSkaface with 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, yes, that was UKSkaface again, 1,323 base experience points. The Churchill 3 managed 711, and then we got the Archer with 665. He fired 34 shots in that game, got 27 direct hits and 18 penetrations, damage of 1,975 hit points, of which 118 were at more than 300 meters. He received 26 hits from the enemy, and only 7 of them were penetrations, 18 non-penetrations, and 2 hits as a result of splash damage. And of course, one of those happened to be the Bishop, which killed him, and he blocked damage in total of 1,870 hit points. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did damage assistance of 1,095 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 69,480 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply and consumables, he took away 53,475 credits. He earned 1 bond for getting the high caliber, and 1,984 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, 794 because this is a premium vehicle, took away 4,763 altogether. So, rather nice little ace and high caliber. Just a pity that he did get killed by the Bishop, but then he was right up at the front, and that meant obviously he was the first one that the Bishop was going to aim at because he was the closest. And if he'd held back a little and let the others push up, then maybe he wouldn't have been the high target, but then maybe he wouldn't have actually ended up with the high caliber. But you end up with the high caliber by doing damage on the enemy. In this case, yes, he certainly did do a lot of damage. So, good game there. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.